So when you're ready, let's get started. I invite you to bring your hands out, allowing the outer edges of the ring finger, the left and the right, to touch each other, and the outer edges of the thumbs to touch each other, as if you're creating a flower with your hands. So create that flower with your hands. Close your eyes. And start to connect with your breath. And as you start to connect with your breath, holding Padma Mudra. Padma is lotus. And lotus is a beautiful example of us growing, blossoming, fragrant of our spiritual practice. Holding that lotus close to the heart, as if you're holding our spiritual practice close to the heart. Deep breaths into the belly. And as you exhale, gently pulling that belly back in towards the spine. Remind yourself you're here, you are on your mat, you are present, you are ready. Internally affirming to yourself, I am here, I am present, I am ready. I am here, I am present, I am ready. Few more deep breaths, listening, lotus resting in your heart. And as you breathe into the heart, affirm to yourself, I open my heart. I weaken the grip of ego on my being. I am awakening my body's healing powers. And I'm igniting spiritual devotion in my heart. For those of us who feel comfortable and would like to try, as you hold this mudra, start to rotate this with your wrists as if you're making a circle without letting the wrists go away from each other. Wrists are always in contact with each other. And just making circles with the wrist, coming back to the lotus. And once you get the hang of it, maybe keep doing that with your eyes closed. Keep destroying your lotus again, representing the destruction of our ego and creation of our spiritual heart. Keep at it here. This is denoting the feeling of love, of beauty, and grace as you continue to twist through your wrists, making and destroying the lotus again and again. And once you're comfortable with it, do this with your eyes closed. Allow that spiritual feelings of love, beauty, and grace come to the surface. Three full breaths here, keeping your lotus stationary or allowing your lotus to dance. I let go of the ego. I allow my spiritual lotus to blossom today. I let go of the ego. I allow my spiritual heart, my spiritual lotus to blossom today. One more full deep breath here. And exhale, gently release, let go. I'm going to be going back to my mat. I have a strap, 2 blocks, 1 blanket with me, And if you have those, great. If you don't have them, that's absolutely all right too. I'm sitting in hero, go ahead and do that. If that's not accessible to you, I invite you to sit cross-legged. You can use your blanket to sit on it so that the seated posture becomes more comfortable to you. Allow the knees to roll down. Once you're ready, right hand to the mat. Keep your fingers as far away from the mat as possible. If the fingertips are not able to touch the ground, then grab a block and rest your fingertips on the block. If you don't have a block, quickly run and grab yourself a cushion or two, and then you can rest your hand on the ground, on the block, or on a cushion. Now sit up tall with the spine. Keep the shoulder pressing away with your right hand. Take a deep breath in. And as you breathe out, drop the right ear to the right. Keep walking the right fingertips away from the body. Right ear to the right shoulder. Deep breaths. Left hand gently resting on the left knee, lengthening through the left side of the neck. You've had a busy day, a long day. Just all that tiredness, all that heaviness, allow it to melt away. Inhale, lift the head up, resting the right hand on the right knee. Walk the left arm far away from the body. Take a deep breath in. And when you're ready, release that the left ear to the left shoulder and allow length, openness to come into the right side of your neck. Deep breaths here. Head is becoming heavy, pulling down toward the shoulder. Inhale the head up and exhale, release the left hand down to the left knee. Once again, this time I will start by resting the left hand on the block or on the mat and drop the right ear to the right shoulder again. I'm going to use my left arm like a counter weight, counter action, and then use your right hand and gently pull the head towards the right side. Eyes can stay closed, or you can gaze towards the front as much as your body allows. Walk those left fingers away from the body. Keep pulling the head down. Inhale up. Now walk those right fingertips away from the body. Take a deep breath in. And as you breathe out, drop the left ear to the left shoulder. Use your left hand to gently pry the right side of the neck to open up. Keep walking those right fingertips away from the body. 3, 2, and inhale, head up, release your hands to the mat. Please know this is your practice. You are in control. You are the one who decides how far your body would want to go today. This is not a competition. You are on your mat, on this sacred space, and your utmost responsibility, priority is to keep yourself safe and give yourself permission to enjoy this practice. Take a deep breath in. And as you breathe out, drop the chin to the chest, interlace your fingers together, send them to the back of your head, and gently press the head down. Elbows are nice and wide, head is pulling down towards, the chin is pulling down towards the chest. The rest of the spine is nice and tall. You're not leaning forward with the upper body. Just continue to pull the chin to the chest. Deep breaths here. Feel the back, especially the cervical or the cervical spine opening up here. Inhale, head up. Now keep those hands there and gently as you inhale, let the head fall into your hands. Sticking those elbows out nice and high and away from each other. Let the head be heavy, falling into your hands, opening the chest up towards the ceiling. Inhale, neutral spine. Pause here. Inhale. And as you exhale, allow that right elbow to fall to the right side, as if you will touch the ground with your right elbow today. You can keep looking straight towards the front. If your neck allows, the gaze can turn up towards the ceiling. Keep pulling down with that right elbow. Keep lifting up. Pulling down with the right elbow, yes. And keep lifting up with that left elbow. 3, 2, inhale up and exhale to the other side. Keep pulling down through the left elbow, reaching up with the right elbow up towards the ceiling. Feel that stretch from your right hip to the waist, to the rib cage, underarm, shoulder, upper arm, head, neck. Inhale up, that feels wonderful for the whole spine. One more time. Inhale, prepare yourself. And as you exhale, dip with the right elbow down towards the mat. Gaze can be towards the front or up towards the ceiling. Deep breaths. Inhale up and exhale to the other side. Pulling down through the left elbow. And as you repeat this the second time around, you might notice that the body is more open. You're able to go just a little bit deeper. We all have a tendency to lean forward. That's not what we're trying to do. Keep the shoulders on top of the hips, leaning down with the left elbow. Inhale, lift up. And exhale, release the arms, let go. Just roll the shoulders up and back. As if you're drawing one clockwise and one anti-clockwise circle with your shoulders, but sideways, up and down. Every single muscle in your head, neck, and upper body is engaged and stretching and opening up. And you're ready? Left hand on the right knee. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. And exhale, twist, look over the right shoulder. Deep breaths as you go into this mild twist. First twist. And exhale, release. Inhaling, switching sides, lengthening through the spine. Keeping that right hand on the left knee. And as you exhale, look over the left shoulder. Going into the twist on the left side. Exhale, gently release, let go. Now I invite you to switch your legs. If you're sitting in hero, you can continue to do so or give yourself one resting breath, straightening your legs out towards the front. If you're sitting cross-legged, bring the other leg out and take the outer leg in. Gently pressing the knees down, lengthening through the spine. Hold on to your knees here. Inhale, press the chest forward. Let the neck open up and let the head go back. Keep pushing back with the upper body as you try to straighten the arms and ground down through the knees towards the front. As you're holding this, keep breathing. How the lower jaw separates away from the upper jaw. Can you bring your mouth to close? Can you bring your jaws to come together, engaging the neck muscles? Inhale up, exhale, rounding the spine. You're doing your seated cat. Pulling the belly towards the spine, chin to the chest. Inhale, expansion, opening the chest up, throat, and head back, allowing the neck to open up, and again, bring the jaw bones together, engaging the neck muscles, and it travels down towards the sternum as well, and the muscles that support the rib cage as well. So it's a wonderful chest opener, wonderful exercise to strengthen the pectorals too. Inhale, neutral spine, exhale, one more time, cat. Chin to the chest, hooking onto the knees, belly to the spine. Deep breaths. Inhale, neutral spine. Relax your shoulders. Wiggle your elbows, wiggle your arms. Now straighten the legs out towards the front. I'm going to be removing the blanket from under my back now. I don't need it anymore. And you also take a moment to remove the blanket from under your back. Let me do this sideways so it's easier for you to see. Legs are straight, spine is nice and tall. Now bend the right knee and keep the right foot to the outside of the left knee. Holding on to the right shin, inhale, lengthen through the spine. And as you exhale, take that left elbow to the outside of the right knee and twist, looking over the right shoulder. That left hand can be pointing up towards the ceiling, under the left knee, or it can just stay, helping you go deeper into that twist. Variations that are working for you. Focus on sitting up tall with the spine. That's the most important thing. Exhale, gently release. Straightening the right leg, bend the left knee. Left foot to the outside of the right knee once again. Use your shin to inhale, lengthen through the spine. Right elbow to the outside of the left knee or the left thigh. Inhale again, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, look over the left shoulder. You see, I'm still using my left hand and putting some weight onto it. If it is part of your practice, you can just try and make that arm light and maybe wrap it around your back. This right hand can make a tight fist. You can just hold on to that left knee, or can even go under the right knee as you continue to open the chest more to the left side. The focus is on twisting the spine from the thoracic and the cervical spine, not so much on the lower back. Exhale, gently release. Straighten both the legs out. Continuing to pull the belly in towards the spine. Sit up tall here. Gaze will be straight in front towards the big toes. Belly will be engaged. Chest is opening up slightly towards the front. Hands to the outside of your thighs. Elbows are relaxed. Shoulders are moving away from the ears. We will take 5 full breaths here. Seated staff, Dandasana, allowing the core to wake up, engaging the back muscles, opening the chest, relieving tension from the neck and shoulders, inviting flexibility, openness to the back of your legs, and strengthening your quads as you engage your quads here, visualizing as if both your quads are trying to walk towards each other, like the thighs are trying to say hello to each other, trying to walk towards each other. Knees are soft. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, lift the arms up, reach up. Slowly and mindfully lower down with the upper body. Inhale. Exhale, fold forward all the way down. 3 more times. Inhale, expansion. Exhale, surrender. 2 more times. With each repetition, allow the body to open up more and then surrender a little bit more, finding yourself just a little bit closer towards the legs. 1 more time. Inhale, open up. And exhale, fold forward. Let's hold this forward fold here. You can hold your feet. You can rest your hands on your shins, or you can even rest your arms by your sides. Whatever variation of Paschimottanasana feels good to you today, do that. Take all the time that you need. With each inhalation, lengthening through the spine. With each exhalation, surrendering just a little bit more towards the legs. Deep breaths. Feel the back of the body stretch and open up from the crown of the head to your spine, down into the pelvis, back of the legs, all the way up to your toes. Keep breathing into that space, rounding those shoulders, pulling them forward towards the feet, really engaging those arm muscles no matter what you're hooking onto, your feet, your shins. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, release the arms down by your sides. Rest the hands behind your back. Urdhva here. The hands are slightly away from the shoulders and puffing the chest forward towards the ceiling. Bend one knee to rest that foot in front of the other knee and bringing the other foot in line with the first one, Urdhva, stretching the front of the body. So we're starting with the variation going into the counter posture for Paschimottanasana. Pressing into the hands, inhale, gently lift the hips up. Maybe you are here today where the hips are slightly giving in, but that's enough for your arms. You do that. Or continue to lift up, press up, straightening the upper body towards the ceiling. If your body allows, let the head go back. Just keep noticing how the neck is feeling here as you do that. If the neck allows, keep the head down and keep reaching towards the front with your knees, as if someone's gently guiding your knees to open up towards the front. Keep lifting the hips up. Keep pressing the earth away with your hands. 3, feel those shoulders open up. Feel those triceps and biceps engaged here. Upper arms are becoming strong. Chest is opening up. 2. As you exhale, release the hips down to the mat. Keep the legs and the hips in that same position. Come up onto the fingertips. Lengthen through the spine and bring the forehead to the knees. Deep breaths. Head up again. Press into your hands. We will do this 2 more times. If it doesn't feel good, I'm going to be offering another variation here. If this variation doesn't feel good, go ahead and do the same thing again, lifting the hips up towards the ceiling. So what we start with is Resting the left foot on the right thigh, as if I'm making a digit 4 with my legs, pressing into the hands, lifting the hips up, balancing on my right foot, actively grounding down through all 4 corners of the right foot, pressing into the hands as I lift the hips up. And now focus on that left knee. Gently pull that left knee down towards the ground as well as you continue to press the hips up. The left ankle is on the thigh, no pressure on the right knee. So make sure that that left ankle is more towards the upper thigh versus the lower thigh. 3, do what feels good with your head, keeping it in line with the spine. You can keep lifting the head up too, or if your neck allows, let the head go back. 1, 2, and exhale, hips down. No matter where your leg is, take a deep breath in. Coming on to the fingertips, lengthen through the spine. Now you start to feel that burn in your outer left thigh. This is 20, stay here. If you like, keep walking your hands forward and keep pulling the chest towards the left thigh. Option 2. Option 3, see if you can lean forward with the head and maybe drop the head down in front of that left shin. Let me do it this way, so it's easier for you to see. As I continue to puff my chest up, leading with the chest, drop the head down in front of the left shin. 3, deep stretch in that left hip. You be the guide. What feels good to you, do that. 2, and 1. Push away. Release the left leg and straighten the right leg as well. Take 1 resting breath. Notice the left and the right. Once again, sending those arms back. Bending the knees, resting the feet on the mat. This time, right ankle on the left knee. Press into the hands. Inhale, lift the hips up. Opening the chest up towards the ceiling, lifting the hips higher up. Pressing into the hands. That right ankle is towards the upper thigh versus the lower thigh. We don't want any pressure on the knee. Now focus on that right knee and press that right knee down towards the mat. Open the chest up, feeling those shoulders opening up. Deep breaths. If your head allows, if your neck allows, let the head go back. Deep breaths. 3, 2, and 1. Exhale. Let's press the hips down. Again, this is 20. Stay here. This will do enough and wonders for your hips. If you want to come along, gently lift up onto your fingertips, pulling the chest toward the right shin. Pause here. This is option 2. Option 3. Inhale, lengthen through the spine again, and exhale, leading with the head and the chest. Let that chin go over towards the right shin. Maybe the forehead will touch the knee, maybe the forehead will touch the shin, but we don't want to curve the spine. This is not what we want to do. We want to lengthen through the spine. And now whatever happens with the spine, you go ahead and do that. 3, 2, and 1. Lean back with the upper body. Straighten the legs out towards the front. 1 more resting breath. Inhale, lift the arms up, reach up. Exhale, fold forward all the way down towards the mat. And as you do Paschimottanasana the second time around after the counter posture, notice the ease with which the body is able to do the forward fold again, Paschimottanasana again. Just breathe into that space, feel that ease, feel that openness in the back, and not just the back, the whole spine and the back of the legs. See how wonderful the hips feel. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, release the arms down by your sides. Now, here, pressing into the hands, gently see if you're able to lift the hips up. Now, if that's not possible with your hands, grab your cushions or grab your blocks and have those blocks to the outside of your hips. Pressing into the blocks, try and lift the hips up. Exhale, release the hips down. Press into the hands, lift the hips up. Exhale, release the hips down. Keep at it, and I want you to feel that heaviness of the hips pulling the hips down. And again, that heaviness of the hips will allow the lower back to decompress. So do this 3 to 4 times. Pressing into the hands, lifting through the hips, rounding down through the heels. Just let those hips become heavy and feel how that lower back feels so light. And you can almost feel that decompression. You can almost feel that sensation of pulling the hips down. Let's do that one more time. Pressing into the hands, lifting those hips up, grounding down through the heels. 3, 2, and exhale, release. Take one resting breath, and one last time. If this last time is way too many times, go ahead and sit this one out. Pressing into the hands. I am using the blocks because it helps me lift higher, and so it gives my spine more space to decompress. So I actually enjoy doing this with the blocks. Pressing into the hands, into the heels, curling those toes up towards the ceiling, grounding down through the tailbone, and letting that lower spine to decompress. Just feel that pelvis move away from the rib cage. You sort of have to give yourself the permission to let that happen. Release, let go. Widen your feet, hands to the towards the heart. I'm going to do it towards the front. Pressing into the feet, pressing into the hands. Inhale, lift up. Release the arms down by your sides. In my mind, I am editing the sequence as I go along. Feet are as wide as the hips are, just because we lost a little bit of time with that initial glitch. Feet are as wide as the hips are. Ground down through the right hand on the right thigh. Inhale, lift the left arm up, reach up. Gently pull the belly in toward the spine, engaging the core. Now, we'll shift the weight of the body into the right foot and start to lean to the right side with the upper body. This is more than enough. This is plenty. If your body allows, kick that left leg up towards the ceiling. Grounding down through that right foot, letting that left arm be in line with the left ear. Really long, straight left arm, and lifting that left leg up. 3, 2, inhale up, and exhale, release, let go. You're wondering how something that looks so simple can be so challenging. And that's the beauty of yoga. It is such a humbling practice. Grounding down through the left side this time. Inhale, lift the right arm up, reach up, relax the shoulders, relax the hips. Grounding through that left foot, lean with the upper body to the left side. And for you, this is plenty. If this is where you are, you're already noticing the body opening up from the sides. This is enough. If you like, as you continue to keep that right arm straight, leaning with the upper body to the left side, see if you can shift the weight of the body into that left leg. See if you can slowly start to walk away that right leg from the body. Trying to draw a straight line from that right heel all the way to the right fingertips. 3, 2, inhale up, and exhale, release, let go. Deep breath. Resetting the body. Let's do that one more time. All right. So we have the right hand to the right thigh. Inhale, left arm up, reach up. As you exhale, lean to the right side. Option to kick that left leg nice and high, leaning with the upper body. Test and see where the body is. Are you able to go just a little bit deeper the second time around? Or maybe losing the balance just like me. Wherever you are, this is your practice. Give permission to yourself to laugh, to be playful, to be childlike. See what feels good to you. Do that. Deep breaths. 3, 2, inhale up and exhale down. I find teaching balancing postures the most difficult. While I'm doing balancing postures while I'm teaching is because there's so much is happening in the mind. And for balancing postures, you really, really need to be mindful and centered. So let's do it on the other side. Left hand glued to the left thigh. Inhale, right arm up. And as you exhale, gently lean to the left side. Kick that right leg up. No hurry. Take all the time that you need. Lift that arm in line with the ear. Kick that leg nice and high. 3, 2, inhale up. And exhale, release, let go. Wonderful. Rest your hands on your hips. And if, for those of you who are feeling slight bit of tightness in the hips, let's do that. Let's get that funk out. So when you're ready, big circles with the hips. We're doing a couple of clockwise and a couple of then anti-clockwise. It doesn't matter how awesome or how silly we look while we are doing this. It really does not matter. It's wonderful for the body, it's benefiting the body, and that's all we care about in this moment. And exhale, release, let go. Widen your stance here, as wide as your mat is now. Relax the arms by your sides. Now, when you're ready, point the toes out at a 45-degree angle. Now, knowing as we go into Devi Asana, the goddess, that the knees will follow the direction of the feet as well. Bring your arms out, elbows in line with the shoulders, press the forearms slightly further back because we have a tendency to fold forward. So we want the body to be just neutral, but err on the side of caution, slightly pushing back. Deep breath in. And as you breathe out, without leaning forward with the upper body, just bend the knees and lower down with the upper body. Inhale up, exhale down. 3 more times. Inhale up, and 3, 4, 5, and up. All right. Now walk the heels just a little bit closer. Walk the toes along. So I'm about 2 inches inward from the outer edges of my mat. Arms are still out in that goalpost position, still trying a variation of the goddess. See? If you can inhale, lift yourself high on your toes. Strong wide stance, helping you stay balanced in this goddess. This is plenty. Allow that balance to be engaged. Allow every single muscle of your body to be working and engaged here. This is plenty. If you like, start to bend the knees the same way the goddess was in the previous posture. And see if you can lower down. Press into those toes. Inhale, lift up. Lower. Inhale, lift up. That's 2. Let's do 3 more of these. Inhale, prepare yourself. Exhale, lower. Inhale up. You can do this. Inhale up. One last time. You can do this. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift up. Wonderful job, everyone. Release your arms, relax. Your heels down to the mat. Give yourself a big hug. The legs have done a wonderful job. The arms have done a wonderful job. Just give yourself a big hug, sway from side to side. Maybe close your eyes. Take a deep breath in. And drop your face into your arms. God knows we are missing those hugs so much these days. Give yourself that hug. Allow those endorphins to be released in your body. Allow those happy hormones to inundate your brain, your whole body chemistry. Just release the head towards your arms. Big, heavy, tight embrace. Practicing self-love, compassion and kindness towards our own bodies. Deep breaths here. Softly open your eyes. Release the arms. Push the arms all the way back off the chest up. Staying tall with the whole body. Keep pressing those arms behind you as if you're pushing the shoulder blades in towards each other. And exhale. Now hug yourself the other way. So when I hugged the first time, my right arm was on top. Now I'm going to go the other way. Bring the left arm on top. And really walk my hands towards each other behind my back. Again, inhale, lengthen through the spine. And exhale, give yourself another hug. Inhale, open the chest. Push those arms behind your back. Really pushing them back. Opening long and opening the chest here, long with the arms, really as if you're becoming taller, longer. So it is said that we are as long with our arms, the length of the fingertip to fingertip from one hand to the other hand is the same as the head to the feet. So as if you're becoming tall through your arms, really pushing those arms away from each other. And exhale, release those arms down by your sides. Relax the shoulders. Let's start to make big circles with the arms. Inhale up, exhale, push them back. Inhale up, exhale, push them back. One more time, inhale up. Now let's reverse that. All the way back and up towards the front. And big circles like your wings. Going back may feel a little bit restricted, but that's just how our anatomy is. Be okay with that, be comfortable with that. And hands to the heart. Close your eyes. Press your thumbs against your sternum. Press your hands towards each other. Draw a straight line, elbow to elbow. Find the tip of the sternum, press the tip of the thumbs onto your sternum, and gently press all the corners of your hands, all the points of your hands that are touching the other hand. Feel that contact. Keep pressing gently into your hands, noticing how it is activating the muscles in your forearms, your upper arms, your shoulders, your neck. Keep breathing into that space. Take a deep breath in. And as you breathe out, maintaining that activation of the muscles in the arms, pressing those hands together. Open the chest up towards the ceiling and let the pranam, let that hand gesture, prayer hands go up towards the ceiling. Let the head be heavy, falling back, opening the chest up, letting the head go back. Inhale up and exhale, release the arms down by your sides, hands on the waist, feet as wide as your hips are, so about 6 to 8 inches. As you exhale, leading with the chest, start to fold forward. Release your hands down to your mat, to your blocks, to your shins, wherever you are. Just complete surrender with the upper body. You can bend your knees one at a time here if that feels good. I'm going to go sideways again. Deep breath. Focus on your exhalations here. Knees can be generously bent, leaning forward with the upper body. And shift that weight of the body slightly from your heels a slight bit more to your toes as well. Feel that stretch in your hamstrings. Use your arms as your props. Here, if you need the blocks, then you can rest your hands on the blocks instead of trying to reach for the ground. Here, I'm going to be using one block. If you have a block, go ahead and grab that. If you don't have a block, then no worries about it. Either you can use a cushion, or we will just use our arms on our shins instead of the block. So we start with resting the right hand on the left shin and bending the right knee generously. We do that sideways. Right hand on the left shin and bend the right knee generously. So I stick that left hip up toward the ceiling. Now open that left arm up towards the ceiling. Reach up towards the ceiling. Gaze up. Generously bending the right knee. Straightening the left leg. Sticking that left hip up toward the ceiling. Your right hand can be on the mat. Can be on the block. If you don't have a block, then it can stay on your left shin. Keep pulling the upper body down towards the mat and keep reaching up with your left fingertips towards the ceiling. Deep breaths here. Gaze can be towards the front or up towards the ceiling. Firstly, left hand on the right ankle, on the mat or on the block, and then right arm up towards the ceiling. Open the chest all the way to the right side, bending that left knee generously, straightening that right leg, sticking that right hip up toward the ceiling. Gaze up. If the gaze up is a challenge, you can look towards the front or even down towards the mat. Left hand can be on the block, can be on the ground, and can be on the shin. Wherever you're able to find some sense of support with that left arm. Keep reaching up towards the ceiling. 3, 2, and exhale, release the arm. Bending both the knees generously. Bring your chest to your thighs. Let the head dip down between your shins and wrap your forearms around your shins, gently pulling the head again towards the shins. Pulling the belly in toward the spine, pulling the head towards the shins, lifting the hips up towards the ceiling. Feel that deep stretch in your hamstrings. 3, 2, inhale, hands to the shins, halfway up, straight spine. Head in line with the rest of the spine, gently pressing those hips back, leaning forward with the crown of the head. Exhale, one more time, fold forward, bend your knees generously, wrap your forearms around your legs, let the head Drop down towards the shins. Let the hips lift up towards the ceiling. You have to give permission to your head to relax, to surrender, to become heavy, so we can decompress the cervical spine. An inversion here, and all the inversions have the quality of calming the nervous system, improving the focus and concentration of the mind. One more deep breath. You feel that shaking? Just hang in there. One more deep breath. Inhale, lift up hands to the shins. Straight long spine. Hands are gently pressing on the shins. Hips are pressing to the back wall. Crown of the head going towards the front of the room. Inhale, open your arms like your wings. All the way up. Hands come together overhead. And as you exhale, belly pulled in toward the spine. Hands to the heart. Back to pranam again. Hands are pressing together. Elbows drawing a straight line. Deep breath. As you press the sternum with your thumbs again, you can almost feel the chest reverberating with your heartbeat. And this is the beauty of yoga, helping you pause to connect with those inner sounds, to hone that intuition, to teach us how to listen to the voice that comes from within. It's not just a workout. It allows us to tap inward. It allows us to pause, to listen to those sounds, those voices coming from within, for those are our real guides. Again, activating the pranam here, pressing into the hands. Inhale, lift the chest up towards the ceiling. Let the head fall back if your neck allows. Keep breathing here. Keep those hands active. Keep pressing into your hands. Deep breaths. Don't hold your breath. Inhale up. Pulling the belly in towards the spine. Exhale, fold forward. Release the arms down to the mat. Bending the knees generously. We're going to walk towards the top of the mat. Bending the knees generously. Step with the left foot back. Drop the left knee down. Pause here in your lunge. If bringing the hands to the mat is not a possibility today, again, grab your blocks and rest your hands on your blocks as you gently press the hips forward. Now I want you to press the hips back and gently press the hips forward. Press the hips back and press the hips forward. Notice how it affects the lower back. Notice how it affects your thighs, your hips. Now, we will start to make circles. Press the hips back. Make circles with those hips. Be mindful of the knee. If you need a blanket under the left knee, this would be a good time to grab the blanket and slide it under the left knee. Change the direction of your circles. Any tightness, any heaviness from the hips, let it go away. Pressing into the hands. Left toes are curled under. Lift the left knee off the mat and try to straighten the front leg. I'm pressing down through my left heel, straightening the left leg, and if possible, straightening the right leg as well. My hands are on the mat, on the block. Hands can be on the mat as well. Hands can be on the fingertips, or just feel free to use your blocks and stay here. Grounding down through the front foot, grounding down through the feet, both sides. Back foot, focus on the left heel. Front foot, the right foot, focus on the toes. Grounding down through the toes in the front foot and heel the back. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. And exhale. See if you can lower down just a little bit towards the right knee. Deep breaths. Variation of pyramid. Parshvottanasana. Inhale, head up. Coming into that lunge as you bend the right knee. Drop the left knee down to the mat. Press the hands on the mat. Pause here to press the hips forward again. Does this lunge feel any better than the first lunge? Lift the left knee up. Send the right foot back. Coming into the high plank. Holding that plank, pulling the belly in towards the spine. Let's do one chaturanga. If chaturanga doesn't feels good to you, doesn't fit right in your practice, Do the knees, chest and chin down, and then the cobra. Here we'll go from high plank to low plank, to up dog, to down dog. Aha, the much awaited down dog of the class. Here it comes. Deep breath in, lean forward with the upper body. Exhale into your lower plank. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. Keep breathing here. Once more. Inhale, move into your plank. Pause here, leaning forward. Either knees, chest and chin down, or low plank. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. We will do this 3 times, and I promise you after that, from there it's all restorative. Inhale, plank. Exhale, low plank. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. 3 done, 2 more to go, everyone. Knees, chest and chin down. High plank. Or knees, chest and chin down, or low plank. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. 4 done, 1 more to go. Please know you can sit and take a child's pose whenever it feels good to you. Leaning forward with the upper body. Lower down. Inhale. And exhale. Deep breaths. Keeping your feet closer towards the back edge of your mat, still holding your down dog, we transition to the 3-legged dog. So bring the left foot towards the center of your mat, still holding the down dog position. Lift the right leg up toward the ceiling. If it feels good and accessible to you, come onto your left toes as you rise up high with the right leg up towards the ceiling more. Keep focusing on the chest and keep pulling the chest towards the left thigh. Ground down through your hands. Don't lean more on one hand than the other. Knee to the nose. 3, 2, and exhale. Drop the knees down. Take a child's pose. Inhale to all fours. Curl your toes under. Exhale to down dog. One little child's pose can make such a huge difference in your practice. It feels like the body is reset. Bring the right foot to the midline, towards the back edge of your mat, coming into the 3-legged dog. On the right side, slide that left leg up toward the ceiling. Both the legs are straight. If your body allows, come on the right toes here. Really sticking that left leg up toward the ceiling, pointing those left toes up towards the ceiling. Keep pulling the chest towards the right thigh. Firmly grounding through the right hand and the left hand up towards the ceiling. 3, 2, and 1. Left knee to the nose. 3, 2, and 1. Left leg back. Drop the knees down. Child's pose. Keep holding that child's pose for a few more breaths. Bathe yourself in that heat, as if you're trying to dearly hold on to that heat. Do not let that heat escape. Keep it within you. Keep it close to you. Use that heat as your inner fire and give to this inner fire that one thing that you're ready to give to this fire today. What do you give to this fire today? I give self-doubt to this fire today. I'm ready to burn the self-doubt in the fire of my own practice, in the fire of this tapas that is burning brightly right now, warmly right now in my belly. Or do you surrender to this fire today? Inhale, lift up. Walking the knees back, lower down on your belly. Hands are under the shoulders, lengthen the legs on the mat, top of the feet on the mat. Inhale to cobra. Exhale, lower down. 2 more times. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Bend your knees. See if you can find your feet. And we are going to do something super silly today. Roll yourself to the left side. Inhale, roll yourself to your belly. And exhale, roll yourself to the right side. Back to the center, to the left, back to the center, and to the right. Do this 2 more times. Up and left, up and right. There's not a single person who can do this with a straight face. So allow yourself to smile. Allow yourself to be childlike and playful in your practice. And exhale, release, let go. Pressing into your hands, roll to one side, lay down on your mat. Coming towards the end of the class. Legs are straight, arms by your sides. Left leg straight. Bend the right knee and bring it in towards the chest. I like to take all the time here to just wiggle, shake, move, so that my lower back becomes flat on the mat as much as is possible for me today. Same thing with the shoulders. Wiggle the shoulders, relax the shoulders. Now, the hands go to the right shin, and you gently press the shin down towards the mat. This is plenty. For those who would like to challenge themselves just a little bit more, you can start to make circles with the left leg. Keep squeezing that right knee in towards the chest, and big circles with the left leg. Smile on your face. Now change that direction, making circles in the opposite direction. Same left leg. Keep squeezing that right knee in towards the chest, allowing the inner thigh and the outer thigh to become strong here. We have done enough work today to work on the back and the front of the legs. Now it's time to focus on the inner and the outer leg as well. Exhale, release the left leg down, and then straighten the right leg. Bring the left knee in. Readjust the hips and the shoulders again. Wiggle, jiggle, move, shake, whatever feels good to the body. This is plenty. Stay here if you like, squeezing the left knee in towards the chest. And if you want, right leg can go up, and you can make circles with the right leg too. Let's change that direction. Exhale, release the left leg down. Straightening both the legs, arms by the sides, bringing both the knees in towards the chest. Wrap your arms around the legs. Keep squeezing the knees in towards the chest, rocking back and forth on the lower back. Sorry, sideways, not back and forth. However, if it feels good to rock back and forth, you're welcome to do so too. This is your practice. You be the judge. Breaths. Just letting those thighs, those hips, that lower back to relax and open up. If it feels good, hold the back of your legs and straighten the legs. Exhale, squeeze them in. Inhale, open them up. Hold the back of the thighs, giving some support to the hamstrings. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, open. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, open. And finally, open the legs out wide. And not one thing is more difficult than the other. It's just what feels good to the body today. So if today feels you need support, using your forearms as your stand for your legs, then do that. If you want to experience a deeper stretch in the inner thighs, and that's what body is calling for today, then use your hands to pry the legs away from each other. So it's totally up to you. Keep holding that for a second or two. Gently bring the legs together and exhale, lower the legs down to the mat. Final resting posture, Shavasana. Lay down on your mat. Be flat. Take a moment or two to either turn off the light in your room, grab a blanket, cover yourself with the blanket, a cushion under your head maybe. Anything that will make you more at ease, that will make you more comfortable, go ahead and do that. As we are settling in, if there is anything that the body is still craving, go ahead and do that. If you're ready, laying down flat on the mat, toes falling on either side, feet as wide as your hips are, arms by your sides, palms facing up towards the ceiling. The tongue is soft in the mouth. The eyes are softly closed. Shoulders are heavy, pulling away from the ears. Chest and the belly feels open and expansive as the breath is able to enter and leave the body freely. One has breathed, literally breathed fresh air into your system. The breath is so open, so expansive. The nasal passages feel open. The lungs feel open, the chest feels open. This is what we need right now, stronger respiratory system. Strong immune system. Feel happy and accomplished that you were able to take this time out to do that, to strengthen your whole body, especially the respiratory and immune system. Bring your awareness here in the pelvic region, the lower abdominal region. The pelvis, the hips, the lower back, lower abdominal area. And I invite you here to visualize a bright red light. Filling the pelvic floor, filling the pelvic region with this bright red light. Take the awareness higher up towards the heart. And see the chest, see the heart inundated with bright green light. It travels forward and towards the back. It travels sideways on either side of your ribcage, up and down too. Beautiful green light. Now take your awareness to the center of the forehead and fill the space with this beautiful indigo light. This light radiates out towards the front from the center of your forehead, and it radiates back to the back of the head where it touches the ground as you lay in your shavasana, in your final resting posture on your mat. Back to the pelvis, bright red light. To the heart, bright green light. And to the crown, bright indigo light. Back to the pelvis, red light. Pause here. Affirm to yourself internally, I am safe, I am secure, I am healthy. I am safe, I am secure, I am healthy. Take the awareness up to the heart. I am compassionate, I am kind. I am compassionate, I am kind. Take your awareness to the third eye. I am awake. I am wise. I am awake. I am wise. Pelvis, red. I am safe and secure. I am held. Heart, I am compassionate. I am kind. Forehead, I am awake. I am wise. I am safe. I am secure. I am healthy. I am kind. I am compassionate. I am awake. I am wise. 2 more minutes. Slowly bringing movement back to the body. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. Bend your knees, bring them in towards your chest, wrap your arms around your legs, and rock from side to side. Turn to your right side, hugging onto the knees. Pause here in this fetal position as a reminder that you always have an option to press the restart button in your life. Inhale, lift up to a seated position. We will end the class with 3 full breaths together. Inhale, lift the arms up, reach up. Exhale, hands to the heart. 2 more times at your base. Inhale up. Exhale, hands to the heart. 1 more full breath. I bow down to the goodness in you, the universe that dwells in you. Namaste. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much for practicing with me. If you like this practice, I would love to hear from you. Leave a comment. Subscribe to my channel while you're here. And thank you so much for practicing. Have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your evening, your time. I will see you soon on the mat.